the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Peace.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag, Eddie? What's in the bag, Eddie? Uh-oh. Did he sign with DAZN?
No, Tevin Farmer did.
So did he sign with DAZN, Tevin Farmer?
Just announced it about 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So you got the bag to come fight on DAZN versus Tevin Farmer? How many millions?
Many millions. They've already made.
Give us a number. You've put plenty of numbers out there already.
Trouble you do. We
I get your phone ringing.
Yeah, you did.
I get your phone ringing.
A lot of people were phoning me up after our interview, like, I saw your interview on Boxing Voice. You said you give me 7 million. So no, we've already made a huge offer to Mayweather Promotions to work with them.
He seems disgruntled. He put out a tweet saying, "Damn, I'm only fought one time this year."
Yeah, we're not into problems fighters have with the promoters and stuff like that. So we've already made a big offer to Mayweather Promotions to work with them on Gervonta Davis. They didn't want to do that, so we went out. I've known Tevin Farmer a while. He's a great guy. I think his story is excellent. I think he's a very good fighter. Look at the fights out there in that division. Not just Gervonta Davis, but Miguel Berchelt as well. Is a brilliant unification fight. But of course, one of our main aims, and we're working with Tevin and Lou DiBella as well on this. My mate Lou, she's unbelievable. Now we've got Gervonta against Jacobs. We've got Tevin Farmer together, and that's a big fight. Tevin Farmer against Gervonta Davis, and we're ready. His next fight will be announced tomorrow. And the aim, which you'll see with all our guys, is, with Matchroom Boxing DAZN, consistency, planning of a career, making sure they get out 3 times a year in championship fights, not waiting on a phone call, knowing exactly when they're going to be fighting. And that's one of the things that really appealed to Tevin.
Now, Miguel Berchelt doesn't have a contract with HBO?
Who's that?
Berchelt?
Berchelt, I don't know. He's not my fighter.
Yeah, but you said...
I don't think he does, no.
But you want to acquire him, man?
You know, listen, everybody likes Berchelt. People are talking about Berchelt, Roman. I know HBO.
Well, I just bring him up because you spoke of a unification with Tevin.
Yeah, that's a fight. I mean, Zanfa. Yo, Tevin. Woo! Come on, get in here.
Tevin, come hear this. He says that this bag is full of money to give Gervonta to finally fight you.
Let's go. I'm with it.
Fresh. The announcement's fresh.
Yeah. I'm with it. I'm willing to fight anybody in the 130-pound division. I worked hard to get to where I'm at today, and I got to work even harder to stay here and move forward. And that's what I'm willing to do. So everybody in the division, they can come get the smoke. Davis, I already called him out. I definitely want him. So my team is willing to put up whatever, and let's just make the fight happen. Enough rapping. You told me to get a title about a year or 2 years ago. I went to go get a title. I did what you asked me to do. So let's make the fight.
Now, what's your thoughts about the fact that you're able to say your team can put the money up? I mean, you got a guy bringing bags of money. And, you got this smile on your face. This is a new Tevin Farmer, I see.
Because, at one point in my life, it was like I was like hungry. Like, I'm like, damn, man, I need the big people behind me, or I need this, I need that. And I worked extremely hard to get to where I'm at, and now I have that. It's just huge. I'm happy, and I think I'll be a better fighter actually because of this. So let's
confidence comes, swag comes, it improves everything in life.
I agree.
It doesn't matter what your job is. You can be doing what you're doing, what I'm doing. If you got in the flow, if you got confidence, if you got that swag, you're going to be a better performer.
I couldn't talk about that before, but we got that money behind us now, so let's make the fight happen.
So this DAZN deal. I mean, I spoke to Billy Joe Saunders in Sheffield, and he said Eddie gave me life-changing money. He had the same smile you got on your face.
Eddie is the man. Eddie is the man. Big shout out to Eddie and the whole squad. Big shout out to DAZN, and also shout out to Lou DiBella and DBE for making it all happen. And we gonna come wreck shop. Definitely, believe me.
I gotta ask, were you the one like, listen, Lou, contact Eddie, see what he's offering? Or did Lou come to you, or was Eddie direct? Like, how did it happen? How did this come together? Because, again, life-changing.
I mean, all around the board. I mean, I wanted it, Eddie wanted it, Lou wanted it, and it just happened, just like that. I mean, everything happened for a reason. And this happened.
Do you know what? I met this young man in Monte Carlo, right?
Yeah, in France.
About 2 years ago when Sosa was fighting Smith.
Yeah.
And he said to me, "You're going to sign me one day. You're going to sign me." And I looked up his record on BoxRec. And, you know, the story of Tevin Farmer is incredible because he started out, he had some losses. Yeah. He was talking about people, he was a journeyman, mentality, all this kind of thing. And I sort of looked at his record, I was like, oh, I don't know about that. And people would say to me, in the game, watch that kid, he can fight. I remember the Smiths were saying to me, other people that knew you. And, you know, when he got robbed of the title, of the IBF title first time around, I was gutted for him, as many were in boxing. He kept himself to himself, he kept focused, he kept believing. He went to Australia, he got the win. Now he's going to get rewarded. First fight announced tomorrow. It's a tough fight as well, by the way. He's not taking any easy fights.
Absolutely.
But after that, we want the big fights. Buchel, listen, Gervonta Davis. I think Gervonta Davis is a great fighter. I know him. We talk. But this is a fight for boxing. This is a fight that has beef, that has quality, that has hype, that everybody's going to want to watch. And these are the fights that need to be made. So like I said, I've reached out to Mayweather Promotions before, made them a huge offer to work with them on Gervonta. They didn't want to do it, but now we've got a reason for them to come and have a big unification fight. But we worry about our own business. And the Tevin Farmer business is, he knows exactly when he's fighting. He'll fight a minimum 3 times a year. He'll know his dates all the time. When he leaves a ring for his next fight, he'll know the date for the fight after. No waiting on phone calls, no waiting on promoters, advisors. Oh, I'll get back to you. No waiting on networks for dates and fitting in this guy and that guy and this guy. He has taken his own destiny into his hands.
How sure are you can get him that Burchell fight?
I think the Buchel fight is out there. I speak to Zamfir a lot. I think they'd be willing to take that fight. The Davis fight's going to be more difficult. But, you know, you can't deny fighters opportunities, and basically this is why the DiBella Farmer Matchroom situation has occurred. It was the right deal for everyone. Lou said this is a good opportunity for my fighter. Lou's going to steer the ship. I'm involved, the zone are involved. We're all working together to make sure this goes in the right direction. But you can't deny, if there's a massive payday out there for Gervonta Davis, more money than he can make anywhere else, his team cannot deny him that chance. I don't think he'll let him because he wants to fight you.
I want it.
No, partners. Friendly.
That was tense.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, what's all good is this new relationship. Your new Look at the new body.
Yes, get this. So I've got a bag here for Gervonta Davis.
Does this mean we can get Wilder Joshua now that you guys are friends?
Stranger things have happened.
Both guys have stuff they have to do in between.
That is very true.
But we always said we could do business together. This is no big surprise. And, you know, we can like shit at each other constantly on this kind of thing, but there's no, my man.
I just said about 30 seconds before you come down. People can't deny fighters' opportunities. Lou DiBella looked at this and said, this is a great opportunity for Tevin Farmer. As I said, he's steering the ship. I've got my ideas, the zone have got their ideas, but he's going to box as frequently as he wants. He's going to make great money, and I believe together we can deliver the big unification fights as well.
I mean, it's a life-changing deal for this guy, and I'm going to do what's right for my fighters, and I'm viewing everything that's out there from from the Zone to the ESPN app and ESPN to Showtime to HBO to everybody that's a player in the game. As opportunity, and if the right deal is offered, I'm going to make the right deal. And Eddie, and by the way, this wasn't any protracted like this wasn't days and days of going, back and forth. We got a deal done pretty quickly, and
great time for fighters.
Yeah,
great time for fighters.
No, it is a good time for fighters, and he's going to fight James Tennyson and an Irish kid, fight him in Boston. I mean, Tevin will go fight anybody, any place.
I go to their own home. I don't care where they at. I've been doing it my whole life, so this is nothing different.
He came to me and he said, look, I would really like to fight in October, and I would really like to fight regularly. And then Eddie came to me with a deal that fit the parameters of what this young man was asking for, what I thought was best for his career. And we made a deal, and it's going to help, I think, what's already a strong show in Boston and on October 20th. And we're announcing another deal. The Sergey Jacobs-Derevyanchenko fight's a terrific fight for boxing. We got it done, and I'm sure we'll get more done.
So you believe in the Zone?
I believe in opportunity for fighters, and I believe in. I'm rooting for the Zone to work. I'm rooting for everything that brings money and attention to boxing to work. Why wouldn't I? I mean, like, you know, one thing I do, I mean, I care about the sport, and I root for the success of the sport, including his success. If he's bringing someone to the table that's a new player, I want to see I'd like to see that player succeed. I'm not rooting against anything that's out there right now.
At the very least, the zone is offering opportunities for boxers that normally wouldn't have them, and should deserve them.
There's, you know, Eddie said it. These are good times right now for world championship caliber boxers. These are good times for fighters in terms of there being money and opportunity in the marketplace, and the fans are going to benefit from that.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.